Hey, welcome to 19 Tone, the channel that's like 12 Tone but with a slightly more accurate harmonic 7th. That joke's gonna land for like 10 people maximum, so if you're one of them, enjoy it. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a series of guest videos later this year, and I would love for you to make one. If you're not interested and you just want to hear why I'm doing it, I'm gonna be explaining that a little later in the video. I'll put a timestamp here-ish. So you can go check that out. Otherwise, stick around and I will explain how this is going to work. First things first, you don't have to be a musician. The video has to be about music, but your channel doesn't. Are you a psychologist? Then tell me about music therapy or how we process music in the brain. Are you a programmer? Then tell me about AI music. Are you a maker? Make a cool instrument. My only goal here is to curate some really interesting videos. Beyond that, whatever works. So if you have an idea, the first step is simple. There's a form in the description, just fill that out. That's an application. But before you do that, I do want to talk about the schedule a little bit, just to make sure we're all on the same page. So I'm going to leave the form open for a month. Deadline is March 1st. That's to give you some time to figure out what you want to do. After that, I'm going to go through and pick out my 4 favorites. I don't know exactly how long that's going to take me. I've never done anything like this before. I have no idea how many submissions I'm going to get, but I'm going to give myself a month to process them. Hopefully it'll be done a lot faster than that, but just in case, I'm going to give myself to the beginning of April. I am going to be responding to every submission I get though, so if you haven't heard from me by then, get in touch because I screwed up. Anyway, after that, we'll be in touch, figure out details, and I will be expecting a final video by June 3rd. That way I have time to write and film the introductions, do all the editing, and whatever. After that, you're basically done. The main point I want to make sure everyone is aware of before going into this is that you will have roughly 2 months to make a video, so if that doesn't work with your schedule, it's probably best to recognize that now. Oh, and also, yes, I will be paying you. I'm a musician, I have a performance background, it is written deep in my bones that you don't ask people to play for exposure. My current plan is to run sponsors on the videos, which I will take care of. I'll do the read, I'll set up the sponsors, you don't have to do anything, and then I'll take that money and split it with you. I'm still working out details of this with my manager and with sponsors, because it's a weird situation that I haven't really tried before, so we don't know how it's going to work. So I can't give you a precise number yet, but we'll talk about it if you wind up getting accepted, and hopefully we can settle on something that we all agree is fair. So yeah, that's how this is going to work, but let's talk about why. There's a couple reasons I'm doing this. First of all, it's an experiment. I don't want to fall into a rut and feel like I can't try new things, so I'm doing this to see what happens. Some of the larger educational channels like Tom Scott and Mike Boyd have already tried something like this, and they've seen pretty good results. So I'm curious what happens when a B-list educator like me does it. How will my audience respond? I don't know, and that's part of what's interesting. It also brings in perspectives that I couldn't otherwise provide. I'm not an expert on everything, and getting people in who can talk about areas of music that I just don't know about would be pretty valuable. My audience gets to learn new things, and I do too. It's a win-win. But probably the biggest reason I want to do this is that it helps stave off burnout. I launched 12 Tone 3.5 years ago, and I haven't really had a break from it since. Beyond a couple pre-planned holidays, which are stressful in their own right, I've been publishing every week since 2015. And don't get me wrong, I love doing it, but if I want to continue to love doing it, I think it's important to give myself a break sometimes. Like a real break where I get to go and figure out who I am outside of 12 Tone, because it's been a long time since I got to be that person. You may not know this because I continue to publish regularly, but for the past like 6 months or so, I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, with things like ThinkerCon, PatreCon, YouTube flying me up to their headquarters at one point to give them feedback, and of course family stuff. So I've been working on an accelerated, extra stressful production schedule in order to continue putting videos out every week. That's over for now, and I'm finally back to my regular weekly schedule, which is great, but it was exhausting and I think I could really use a break. To be clear, I'm not actually burnt out. I still enjoy making the videos and I still intend to continue. This isn't me hitting some panic button, this is me making sure that I don't have to. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to continue doing what I do, and if you have an idea for a guest video, I would love to hear it. If not, still, thank you for watching. I can't tell you how much that means to me, and as always, keep on rockin'.